Hey, this is Gerald Rogers, founder of the Legendary Tribe. And today we're going to be talking about the principle of unconditional love. At Legendary, you know, our mission is to create experiences to help you become the most powerful version of you. And one of those aspects, without question, is learning how to tap into the source of unconditional love. Now, these are words we've heard a lot. They're words that are spouted out. There's words that people express to each other when they get married. But what does it really mean to be unconditional in our love? The reality is most of us are conditional in the way that we experience love with each other. Like, I'll love you as long as you do this and this and this. As long as you treat me this way, then I'll love you. As long as you do this and show up based on these rules and expectations I have for you, then I will love you. But we don't think that consciously, but that's what we feel. And then we withdraw love when someone doesn't show up the way we want them to. Now, this aspect, this principle of unconditional love, I'm not going to pretend like it's easy, but it's also the foundation of being able to create beautiful connections and relationships and being able to show up in the world and to fully live your purpose. Unconditional love doesn't mean that we have to tolerate unconscious behavior. It just is like this space of remembering this. Like, this is one of the mantras I've developed in my life. I honor and appreciate the divine I see within you. And I give you permission to be human. Let's face it, we're all flawed, we're all messed up, we all do stupid things, we all make mistakes. I have made so many dumb, stupid mistakes in my life. And the reality is we all do that. But if we're judging people by their worst moments, it's hard for us to experience them at the best. And so when we allow ourselves to be patient with other people's faults, it liberates them and allows us to experience connection. Now, the place for unconditional love to really begin is where? One of the hardest things we have is learning to unconditionally love ourselves, to honor and see the divine in us, and give ourselves permission to make mistakes. But that's the foundation of everything else, because anything that we're judging in someone else is inherently something that we judge about ourselves. And so, in the space of unconditional love, the practice is this. You know, with the Legendary Tribe, there's all of these different people, and all of them are human. They will make mistakes. They will do things that you don't like. There will be times where people don't show up the way you expect them to, and there are reasons, if you choose, to create disconnection. But when you embrace this principle of unconditional love, then all of a sudden you give permission to people to show up as they're going to show up, and to see them at their best even in those spaces, right? It's a beautiful thing, and I'm not pretending for a moment that it's easy or that we're gonna be perfect at unconditional love all the time. I know I'm not. But when I practice the art of forgiveness, letting go of the past, seeing someone for the highest and best self that they are, and choosing to acknowledge the greatness that I see within them, then all of a sudden, these relationships flourish and heal. And one thing I'm grateful for that I can honestly say is because of practicing this principle of unconditional love, I don't have any relationships in my life that are toxic or negative. I don't have anyone in my life that I don't genuinely love and care about. And I feel like that's a big thing, because I know there was lots of times in my life that there were plenty of people I had friction with, that I avoided, that I didn't like, that I had this tension with. But now, like, I really sincerely have stepped in this space of like practicing unconditional love. And that doesn't mean I don't get triggered from time to time, but when I get triggered, I remember this principle, and I remember that freedom comes in forgiveness. Freedom comes in allowing me to see the other for the best of who they are, and allowing them to be imperfect when they're imperfect, and to trust that they're just doing the best that they can. So let's practice this. Let's be a tribe that shows up for each other in unconditional love. Let's be a tribe where there's no drama, there's no backbiting, there's no gossip. It's a tribe where we love, respect, honor, and express that to each other in a powerful way. And we show up to serve and to give, because that's what we do. That's what we're here for. The greatest purpose in life is to learn how to love. And every day is an invitation to practice. So let's show up in unconditional love. Let's create a legendary tribe filled with all of these people that are here to contribute to each other. So let's make this happen. Remember, this is your life. So make it legendary.